Hello everyone. So my topic tonight is menopause and how your body changes and what you can do. So first I'll do a quick overview on the podcast and then I'll go a little bit into detail about the subject. So what is menopause? Menopause is a female hormone deficiency. It starts at the year without a period when eggs run out. Hormones associated with the eggs also run out, which is why it's a female hormone deficiency. Facts of menopausal women. It affects 1.2 billion women worldwide. Health risks like obesity, diabetes, and dementia. 8% of women receive treatment. UTIs, urinary tract infections. 14% of women receive hormonal replacement treatment, HRTs, in the UK and 4% in the US. Not a disease, but its impact can be profound. The average age in the UK is 51 years of age. So some of the symptoms for menopause are reduced stamina, brain fog, dry eyes and mouth, muscle and joint pains, urinary symptoms, vaginal dryness, low mood, palpitations, stomach problems, etc. So Dr. Lewis was in the podcast was talking about how um, a lot of women take estrogen and how there were false accusations of estrogen giving women breast cancer. So a lot of women don't want to take estrogen. And menopause at an earlier age, according to Dr. Lewis, she's had a perimenopausal teenager at 14 years old. So how to get through menopause? Not eating processed foods, not eating spicy foods, not drinking alcohol. Body needs more estrogen often lead women to overeating sugary foods, while metabolism has slowed down, which then leads to weight gain and obesity. Does your body change during menopause? Yes, during menopause, women have less estrogen and more testosterone, which causes changes to your body, especially if you continue to work out. So I chose this topic because it is something women vaguely talk about, and we all get to go through this process. But women may have different experiences of menopause. It is mainly talked about through mood swings, that we say an elder woman is going through menopause, but it is much more than just mood swings and a halfway point. I would say this would also be a disruptor in a woman's life, as it is the beginning of a new cycle or new way of continuing life. As it can be a negative experience for many, there can be ways to turn it into a positive experience, such as seeking medical help. It can also be a change for a woman's development, which can cause linear development to take a different route and perhaps make it zigzag or curve, also causing its ABCs to change priority when we talk about lifespan. Something new that I learned after the podcast was that you can actually seek medical help. From small talk or rumors on menopause, I had always heard it's something women just deal with and there's no cure. As that isn't wrong, you can get medication to help ease the process of going through this experience. It's new and surprising because women don't actually have to tough this out. They can actually go see an expert in this field and make them feel better and at ease. For this part, I will refer back to my introduction. After having listened to the podcast, I am able to relate this to our lifespan chapter and how this becomes an involuntary personal life transition. And there's no way to avoid it if you are a healthy woman living in her 40s. This perhaps also means that this is a messy middle for many, and eating habits and lifestyle changes may be made. This can also be seen as a pause in a woman's life. It's in the name itself, menopause, where womanhood begins a new cycle. I also learned that psychological changes are made, which can also cause anxiety that is caused by hormonal changes in a woman's body. And during menopause, there is a hormone deficiency as stated on the podcast. Besides the hormonal deficiency, it can also cause dementia that causes memory problems. A lingering question that I still have is how can a significant other be of support to a woman with menopause? I believe they did not address the answer to my question because they were focusing on the facts of menopause and the main ideas, not necessarily what your significant other can do to help you with menopause. According to an article on Menolabs News published on October 10, 2020, titled 10 Ways to Support Women in Menopause, they state, help them stay on track with their diet, encourage them, and celebrate even the smallest milestones with them. Positive reinforcement does fantastic things for the brain and body. Above all, the ways mentioned in the article, this stood out to me because positive reinforcement can help the flow of life go by a lot smoother than someone thinking they have to go through a huge life transition on their own. On another article written by Kate Bracey, a registered nurse and a certified nurse practitioner who specializes in women's health, family planning, published on Very Well Health, titled Best Ways to Support Your Partners During Menopause. She also stated that menopause can trigger anxiety and cause your loved one to become easily overwhelmed. Doing simple things like washing the dishes or cleaning the living room help ease a hectic schedule. I find this a credible source because it is written by a nurse practitioner and she specializes in women's health. In conclusion, the subject may not be able to support me fully in a career that I am pursuing since I am heading into early childhood education, but it can help me understand mothers with different backgrounds. I can help support the mother of the child in my classroom by giving her the adequate resources she needs in order to help her child succeed.